Flex Luther, Morgan Snicker Room. So much soul about to bust out the room. All different flavors, way more than 32. From these shoes, you can't mess with these dudes. Nike Reeboks, the bounce out the knees. Go Dukes is on Duke.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Soul Brothers, hosted by yours truly, Flex Luther, and none other than Morgan Snicker Room. Today, guys, we are blessed with a guest, the man with the sauce and the spoon. What's up? What's new, and how you feeling, my guy?
What's good? What's good, bro? It's your boy Toon Grimey, aka the South Memphis Grind Ball, aka the kid that did the man that can the grime no slime. You know what I'm
Oh, I like it.
It's
I
our
like
best introduction yet.
it. I know,
I
right?
need all of our future guests to
Yeah, you gotta have
get
something like
to,
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
saying?
I need that.
so man, tell us, I mean, you say you're the South Memphis grind ball. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Social handles, all that stuff. Who are you?
Bet, man. I'm just Toon, man. I'm Toon, coming from South Memphis, Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? You can find me everywhere at Toon Grimey. I'm saying Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, PlayStation Network. If you got it, like I'm Toon Grimey on everything. I done took that ball and ran with it, man.
I like that.
I'm just a kid from the South, man. The kid from the South. Born and raised in Memphis, lived here all 32 years of my life. You know what I'm saying? It's embedded in me, it's in my blood. You know, it's just this Memphis twang, man. It's just what I going on with.
Absolutely. I've got my older brother, my nephew, and niece. They all live in Memphis. So I think they went to Cordova.
Cordova, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. They on this. Cause like now I stay in East Memphis, and I've been out here ever since I was about 15, 16. So
Okay.
yeah, like, East Memphis, and it's crazy, bro, because I don't know how other cities are really, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't just been to a lot of places, but man, when I say Memphis is small, I'm like, bro, it's so small. It's like you can get from one side of town to the next within 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Like serious. You know what I'm saying? Like 240, like our highway, our E-way, bro, do a whole loop. You know what I'm saying? So if I get on in the east, if I go their way, I'm headed to Collierville, you know what I'm saying, Germantown. If I go their way, I can go South Memphis, I can go North Memphis. If I keep going all the way around, I can get to the Dover. Like it's one big loop, man. It's when I
Yeah.
say it's small, but I don't think people really understand like how small Memphis is. Like people, like I got a brother that stays in Georgia, and he stay on the south side, like on the outskirts of Atlanta,
hmm
in Charlesboro. He was just like, yeah, man, I don't really know what be going on in the north side, like Alpharetta and all that stuff. And I'm just like, God dang, but when you in Memphis, man, you know any and everybody, and if you don't know somebody, you know somebody that knows
To know
somebody.
somebody.
Yeah.
Crazy.
For sure. So big news is, I mean, and we'll talk more about this in a little bit, but you just had a drop yesterday, correct?
Yes, sir.
And from what Flex is saying, man, like it did numbers yesterday. Tell us a little bit about that. We'll get more into more detail in a little bit, but
Yeah,
right now, let's celebrate a little bit.
Yeah,
yeah, man.
absolutely.
The drop yesterday was crazy, y'all. Like I can't lie to y'all. This is my. Don't get me wrong. I didn't have some hits, but not like this though. Like not like this. I know. One of my first shirts, my grimy corrupted skull tee. It did good. It was my actually first cutting song piece.
hmm
Uh, and it did numbers. It was cool. I never forget. Like I think that day I made like $900 in a day. So
Yeah.
I
Dang.
was geeked. I was just like, it's my first year. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm on the way. And then I want to say season two, I did a John Morant shirt when he
Uh huh.
won Rookie of the Year,
Yeah.
and I did that shirt. Ironically, when I dropped this shirt, I dropped it on the website, and I was doing a pop up the same day.
hmm
I had got my first store account here in Memphis, and man, the store had sold out of shirts. I sold out of shirts at the pop up. I sold out of shirts online. Like it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. But at the same time, like that demand was kinda small and kinda niche because it was basically just sold here in Memphis for the most
Yeah.
part.
Yeah.
This dropped from yesterday. It's
Everywhere.
just everywhere. Like it went everywhere. So it's coming off of a not so good 2024 and
Mm-hmm.
a bittersweet end of 2023. Like
Mm-hmm.
coming out the gate 2025 swinging and making a statement like this and just the culture and the people that's behind me, man. I love it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Like,
And we're going to talk more about it here in a little bit. But first things first, we got to know what we had on feet today. So, Toon, you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first, bro.
Okay.
I was at work at first, you know what I'm saying? But then,
Yeah.
I got out of work, I put it in.
They had you working on Easter, bro?
Bruh, let me tell you
gotta
something.
get it.
Life is a diesel mechanic, bruh. It does not stop.
Oh,
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
It does
Oh,
not
yeah.
stop. And what was crazy was I was the only one at work today. So somebody had took off, another person had called in. So
Mm-hmm.
and my supervisor, I'm the only technician at work, and I'm just like, man, this shit whack. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
really in here dolo by myself. But yeah, man, job never done. But what I got on feet today is shout out to my OG, John Geiger. I had to put
I
on the
like it. I
set
like
Yes,
it.
sir.
my comfortable, man, everyday type shoes. Shout out to John for these, man. Real dope creative, dog. And me and him have grown a pretty good relationship over the past like year and a half.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
shout out to John and shout out to Kari, man, for
yeah,
putting this in
yeah.
the room. So yeah, got the statics on feet today.
Yes, sir. I saw on your Instagram that you've got a bond with John Geiger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my dog, man, for sure.
For sure. Flex, what you wear today?
Oh, dog. Oh, so again, man, I think I'm learning how to wear shoes.
What? Hold on. What does that mean? You got to explain what that
Because
means.
usually you wouldn't see me wearing a shoe this much. You know, like every time I get a new
Okay.
pair, I kind of it stays on what's on feet. You know,
Yeah.
every other episode you may see it.
Mhm.
So I got these DNA eights a couple weeks ago.
Bro,
They-
DNA, just DNA.
I,
You was
I,
call
eight-
you was,
I gotta get the eights on there.
nah, bro.
Um,
You was calling them DNA A's with the dude who sent them to us in the last
No, I'm
episode.
calling
Bro.
them. No. I'm calling them the eights. Nah. It might sound weird, but I'm definitely saying eight. look,
Hold on,
look,
DNA.
Toon, he ain't used to that southern stuff.
Hey.
Eights. It sounds like ace, but I'm saying eights.
Yeah. Nice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, look,
DNA,
look.
DNA,
See, look.
DNA. All right, say it again.
DNA ace. That's what I'm saying. Eights. But anyway,
Say the whole thing. Nike DN8.
I'm adding the S on there because there's two. There's more than one.
Okay.
Bro.
All right, you got it.
Anyways, I wore these today, man, and they just been staying on my foot here lately, especially when I'm just kind of running errands and stuff like that. Still finishing up the final phase of my new room. So, guys, be on the lookout for that because I'm dropping some new stuff. So, new content, new style.
It's a new sneaker room.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling / studio. We had a lot of people sent us wire shelves for my wedding.
Oh,
it was on the registry.
Of course it was.
Man, I've been putting them up, man. Caitlin was totally against the wire shelves, bro. She was like, no, it doesn't fit the aesthetic of the house. All right, so I had these little itty bitty shelves. I had all my t-shirts on and like stuff like that, bro. Wire shelves is a game changer, bro.
You can get the covers where you can cover it up and like wire. You can put like a cover. Get them from Amazon.
See, that's good. That's good to know because the shelves are from Amazon.
Okay.
It's a good shelf. Anyway, what I wore today. Today is Easter. I did about an hour of work today. I had a little tennis lesson. But I did wear the new Jordan 4 SB. It was really I'm actually kind of surprised that they showed up at the house. Because I got a notification from Unboxed app that said like or check to see if you got early access on the sneakers app.
Yeah.
And then I go to the sneakers app. It had a little scratch off thing. I did the little scratch off thing, and I'm like, all right, let's just see what happens. And then it said I was given early access, and it had my size. So I was like, all right, let's just see what happens. And next thing I know, they're here in my hands. So I was able to get them. I like them, obviously not as much as the green pair. I think the green pair is the better pair. Green's my favorite color. But still really excited to have these. I think they're pretty good. They're comfortable, as comfortable as the Jordan 4 is going to be. They're
supposed to be more comfortable. Everybody's screaming more padding. Oh my God, these are so much better than the original cut. So
yeah, I mean they're fine. They're definitely more comfortable. There is padding in here. The leather is softer. I don't know if you can see, but the leather's softer. You can see it's not like, I'm used to the 2012 Jordan 4s. That's most of the 4s in my collection are from 2012. And the creasing on those is ridiculous. Like that leather is straight up like cardboard. You know what I'm saying? And these a much softer leather. So yeah, this is what I wore today. Real cool.
Cool. I like it. I had access too, but I was late, so the only thing left was like 8.5 and smaller.
I got you.
I haven't bought nothing. I've been putting money into the materials for the room and stuff, so I ain't bought no shoes. And man,
yeah, wow. I saw you had a story or something that said that 500 isn't happening or something like that.
It's not happening, buddy.
I thought I'd try to tell you, man.
I know I could have did it, but it's just all the money's going towards that, so it's like, all right, cool.
Yeah, and it's like this economy, it's not going to work. But we're not allowed to talk about politics on here. So Toon, man, so you had this massive drop over the weekend. What is kind of like, for the people who don't know, how would you describe your clothing brand? Like, what do you take inspiration from?
So for my clothing brand, me honestly, I just really go based off of emotions and just past experiences, and it's really just my upbringing, bro. To be honest with you, man, like the city is rough. You know what I'm saying? The city is rough. And I'm trying to, in my own way, I'm kind of trying to change that outlook and carve out that lane, because when you think about it, it's just be 100, man. Like, Memphis is rough, dog. Like, for real, like, y'all, I ain't got to say too much. Y'all know what's going on. Y'all, y'all, know what we deal with down here. So, I just try to tell that, in my pieces some way, and really just kind of just being inspirational in a sense. I know my first couple of pieces was like really dedicated to Memphis. So I had a lot of pieces that, like I said, inspired by Liberty Land, like a theme park that's no longer here, that I used to go to as a kid. Like in Liberty Land, like I had a lot of partners that I used to go to Liberty Land to kick it with. It's not around no more. The Mid-South Fair came to Memphis kind of like close to the beginning of the school year. And it was for like 2 weeks. And then we used to go to, because the Mid-South Fair was at like the Memphis Fairgrounds. And Liberty Land was like literally like right next to it. And kind of down the way you had the Mid-South Coliseum, you know what I'm saying? And over there is the Liberty Bowl where, you know what I'm saying, the Memphis Tigers played. So we used to always go kind of like back and forth between Mid-South Fair and Liberty Land and stuff like that. And Mid-South Fair not here no more. It's not in Memphis anymore. Liberty Land is no longer here. I actually found out that a couple of years ago that the Zippin' Pippin', which was a roller coaster that Elvis loved to ride, somebody actually bought it. And I want to say it's kind of like in Wisconsin or something like that, or Milwaukee or something. I was just like, God dang, like how that happened? But just kind of tapping into the just to those memories, you know what I'm saying? But then like on the emotional side, I deal with a lot. I lost my brother in 2018 to congestive heart failure. he was locked up in the feds for about 18 years of my life. You know what I'm saying? So by the time he got out, dude, I only had probably like a year and a half with him. You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
is before he ended up passing. So within that small like period of time, uh we just had a lot of conversations, and my brother was a hustler, you know,
Hmm.
and I kind of got that instilled in me, but he went one way with it, and now I'm taking it and I'm going another
Right.
way with it. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
my declaration to my brother, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do, bro, but whatever it is, I'm gonna try to be great at it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that just kind of I keep that in my back pocket. You know what I'm saying? It really
Hmm.
helped me motivate me, and every single time I get down and think about giving up, I'm just like, dang, I know Rico won't want me to fold like that. You know what I'm
Right.
Yeah.
saying?
Right.
So just a lot of things, bro. Just a lot of emotions. Like this piece right here. It was really just kind of like, I don't want to say my get back, but it was just it was just an introduction for me to really just get back focused. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because come on, man, I started this when I was 27, 28.
Hmm.
So, you talking about a kid that's, out here getting money, and I do the kid thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really learning proper business etiquette and practices and stuff like this. So I'm doing the kid thing. So I was just like, you know what? I done did some growing up, and I'm getting back right. I done had thankfully God has blessed me within the last year
Hmm.
with individuals who are sound business minded and are actually teaching me the ropes. So I'm
Yeah.
coming in with a whole when I say I'm getting back, it's like I'm coming in with a whole new mind state. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's refreshing in a sense. But yeah, just man, everything just basically going off the emotions. Like, don't quit your daydream. No, no expectations, no disappointments. You know what I'm saying? Emotional wounds lead to physical tones. Like everything just kind of emotionally that I've learned from, you know what I'm saying, my OGs, you know what I'm saying, coming up, my uncles, you know what I'm saying, my brothers, my big cousins, the people that I look up to. And
Hmm.
I just apply those messages and those stories of mine into my clothing, bro. And my thing is, we all probably don't come from the same path, but a lot of our paths are somewhat similar. So
Hmm.
I figure like with the things that I do and the stories that I tell, like it could be relatable. You know what I'm saying? So, I might have lost a brother, you might have lost a cousin or an uncle or a nephew. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? I had Liberty Land that's no longer here, but you might have had a theme park in your city or your state or your county or whatever that's no longer around. This strike up them childhood memories.
Yeah.
So that's what I really lean on when it comes to grinding. And it's just an expression of, like I said, where I come from. Like it's rough, it's rugged, but you're not you don't have to succumb to your environment and your upbringing. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm breaking the mold of that. And I ain't completely broke the mold. It's still some things I gotta work on, but
Hmm.
I'm trying though. I'm trying.
Yeah.
And that's really my message to
Yeah.
really everybody, but wholeheartedly to the kids here in Memphis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, we're really big on this podcast on storytelling, and I mean that's why we love sneakers is because of the storytelling with the sneakers. So to hear that your clothing brand is uh, fundamentally built on storytelling, and specifically your story and the story of not just Memphis, but I mean, like you said, like the three of us we're all from different places, and we all do have different upbringings, but still, like when you were just explaining just now, like I was like, yeah, I can connect to some of
Right,
those stories. Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
right.
I respect that you're doing something for the kids, man. Um, as I feel like we definitely need more people out there that's providing these examples that are showing that you don't have to be a product of your environment. You can be more than that. The youth right now, I feel like youth really doesn't have any leadership. And I don't
Right.
think they feel leadership is cool to have. So like if you can influence them just a little bit, it goes a long way because if they're not accepting that leadership, at least they're accepting that influence. So
I,
definitely
I
key.
think the leader's got to be cool,
Yeah, yeah.
right? Like you can't be no square leading somebody.
Hey, you can't be no Brewster. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You can't be no Brewster. You can't be no Jap. So
yeah,
yeah, you gotta it gotta be on you for real, for real. But if you really want to get them to lock in and get their attention, for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
who you feel like showing you the most love? I mean, Memphis definitely got to be showing you love, but like, who do you feel like number one? Who's showing you the most love right now?
You know what? I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even gonna hold you. And it might sound crazy when I say this.
Uh-huh.
I don't get that much love at home, bro. Like I really don't. I really
I can
don't. I
believe
don't get
that.
that much love at home. And I ain't gonna lie, it used to bother me. I'm sorry, it
Mm-hmm.
used to bother me heavy. And I ain't
Mm-hmm.
gonna lie, I'm a man about mine, keep it transparent. It used to hurt my feelings,
Mm-hmm.
for real. And instead of me putting so much energy into the why and you know what I'm saying, why not
Yeah.
saying why not me? I was just like, you know what? The world is bigger than my backyard. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So that's why I say it is crazy as the platform is. Like the community on Twitter, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
man, they have. I love all them folks, bro.
Yeah.
Like for real, like them dudes. I just love the platform, bro. Like I'm able to chop it up with so many people,
Yeah.
and the conversations carry over, and you get a
Yeah.
good feel. You know what I'm saying? But you know how a person is in some sense, and I've never really been just a major social media person.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, shout out to the homie Kari. Like he told me, like if you really want to go far, like you're gonna have to be transparent. You're gonna have to open up a little bit. You're
Yeah.
gonna have to let people know who Toon is, and it's kind
Yeah.
of hard for me because I'm really a private person, bro. For real,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
even my girl, like who was my wife, man, like even when we was in high school and stuff, like why you don't never post me on your Instagram? You don't never post me on your Facebook. I be
Yeah.
like, bro, I don't do all that. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like I don't do that. I like keeping my stuff private, like to the
Yeah.
point
Yeah.
where even like just a little bit now, I might upload my kids here and there, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't really upload my kids, man. The world just wicked. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just so wicked and it's so cutthroat. But like I said, the Twitter community, bro. Like you get out there, you show love. You know what I'm saying? You engage with people, which is real easy for me because IG, I really don't get that much traction. And then I
Mm-hmm.
feel
Mm-hmm.
like, hey, it's really just posting pictures, you know what I'm saying? Versus you hop in a conversation on Twitter, now you got that dialogue. You able to
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
make, you know what I'm saying, that connection. And then the Twitter spaces really took it and amplified it even more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I just the sneaker community, bro, the fashion community, bro, the whole
Mm-hmm.
culture just has embraced me. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's not a lot, but the ones that have though, man, it makes it way worth it. I'm talking about over worth it, over
Yeah.
worth it. So
For
yeah,
sure.
I gotta show love to the community in a whole. I be here naming people all day who hopping in my DM and said some encouraging words. Just even on my days that I'm feeling down, they might not even know it. They'll come
Yeah.
in and say, hey, bro, like I see you, like hold your head. And I just like, dang, bro, you knew I was going through something today. Like, hey, like, so where that come from? So
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
question it, bro. And I don't take none of them people over there for granted, man. For real, for
Yeah.
real.
Nah, I mean that's dope, man. I think that's something special about sneakers, and when people just call them, just sneakers, it's definitely more than sneakers. Because we build relationships, we build friendships, we create opportunities. I mean, like that, that shouldn't be a thing. It's not just sneakers. It's way more than shoes. It's way more than sneakers. Because, like I said, we build relationships, friendships, opportunities, and the sneaker Twitter. That thing got to be studied. As we know, Soul Brothers is owned. There, we're on Twitter, but like I'm not try hard, so like I'm not gonna post nothing crazy. Like Because honestly, I may post something crazy and then somebody say something back, and I'll be like, "Man, I don't even feel like doing this," and not even respond. So it's just like
Yeah.
I don't even put that much energy into it. So I'll say something. We'll pop out, we'll mention, or we'll quote something, but most of the time. I'm not really active on Twitter, and I definitely be watching what's going on. That was the main reason for us for what's just seeing who's talking, what's going on, who's doing this, who's doing that, and it's a very unique. It's a very unique space. It can go very well or it can go very bad. Uh, so
It'll switch on you quick,
yeah,
and thank God for my other brother that stay in Atlanta. Like he'll tell me like, why you be getting to it with them folks on Twitter?
yeah,
Like he, my big brother, bro. He hates social media, bro. Like
Yeah.
he wiped it off. Like he still got like an Instagram page.
Hmm.
Go to it, like you don't see nothing. He don't post nothing.
oh
His
yeah,
Facebook page been deactivated since like 2012. Like he don't do it at all. And
Yeah.
one thing he told me that changed my perspective is he said, bro, arguing with people on Twitter is like a dog chasing his tail. You never gonna catch it. So I was just like, damn.
Yeah.
Ever since then, I just stop and be like, you know what? You got it, gang. It's all good.
But if you got the energy for it, like I think people do it because it's fun.
Yeah. Some people
I don't
do.
have the energy anymore. I used to have the energy. I don't have the energy anymore, but I think people do it because it's fun. Like if somebody goes on Twitter to try to change somebody's mind, that's never gonna happen.
Never.
But yeah, that's cool, man. That's definitely cool.
yeah. Uh, would you? How does it feel? Like we're a day after your drop and you sold out. I think this is your first time like selling out like this, or just in general.
This is my first time, yeah, selling out. You know what? Yeah, selling out like this. Like
Hmm.
this. I've never, I can say this now, I have never actually got on the website and everything was gone. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like everything was gone. Like I was in legit shock. I was just like, nah, this can't be real. This can't be
Yeah.
Yeah.
real. I was just like, nah. And it was so crazy, bro, because and getting into that a little bit, like I said, I had a down year last year.
Hmm.
Dude, I dropped like 3 times. I want
Hmm.
to say I probably sold like on some of my release days, like the max I would sell would be 5 shirts. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Yeah.
I lost 3 store accounts last year. I
Oh
was in a
wow.
store in Denver, Colorado. I lost
Hmm.
that account. I lost an account here in Memphis, and I lost an account in Wichita, Kansas, if I ain't mistaken. So I lost 3 accounts, and really, it was a humbling experience.
Hmm.
And like I said, when I say I was down, like I'm putting my money into this, like I ain't giving up, and my shit tanking. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's tanking low, and on the surface level, like I'm cool, but deep
Yeah.
down, like man, I'm like, man, what the hell is going on? You know, I'm trying to figure it out, and
Yeah.
so uh, I was contemplating on my 4th drop last year.
Hmm.
I was like, cause I like to. Y'all know how it go down. The sneakers, like, soon as we buy some, another shoe coming right back,
Yeah.
another
Yeah.
shoe coming right back. So my thing is with Grimey, I try to release and then like let things breathe for like 2 or 3 months,
Hmm.
then start trying to roll out with something. So when I did my last drop, like in July, August, like September, October, November, I said, I know I drop a little something. Ain't gonna be nothing major. Matter of fact, I dropped this beanie, this 3M reflective beanie. I dropped it in 2 colors, and I had dropped some socks.
Hmm.
And I was just playing it safe because it was easy on the pockets.
Yeah.
It's showing that I'm still being consistent. You know what I'm saying? And if they don't move, then I still be okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna break the bank.
Yeah.
But the last drop actually did go fairly decent, and I'm a big believer in fate. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really go looking for it. I just have a feeling they'll find you.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I got to give a shout out to my homie Chris. Chris actually hit me up, bro, just off of a reel on Instagram that he seen. And he was just like, bro, I think I can help you with your business. Then, cause I was just like, man, who is this? Like, I'm looking at my request side. Like, a lot of people don't check they request DMs on Instagram. So
Yeah.
I try to at least check them and see what's going on. I'm just like, man, who is this dude? You know what I'm saying? And I check his page out. And I'm just like, man, how he gonna help me? You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I'm like, man,
Yeah.
and my dog know I love him and I rock with him. And that's the thing, y'all. I be trying to tell people we can't get fooled by numbers. Numbers don't mean nothing. Cause I'm just
Right.
like, man, you got 500 followers, man. You ain't got no clout. You ain't popping it like that. How you gonna
Yeah.
help me? But I gave him a chance. I gave him an opportunity. Like, he came in and said, hey, I can run your marketing for you. Your SMS, your email marketing. Like, I can do that for you. Because I know me, I ain't going to lie to y'all. That's my marketing is my weak point. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So he came in. He came up with a whole entire system. And that last drop, we didn't go crazy, but we did good. And so when this drop rolled around, he was just like, man, what we doing? I said, man, we just gonna drop the Dreams Never Die shirt, and we're gonna drop the Unfinished Legacy shirt, and we just gonna drop this Easy Way jacket. You know, Easy Way being a grocery, kind of like a market grocery store here in Memphis. It's not around no more. Unfinished Legacies, I just put 3 rappers on there, 2 out of the 3, which is my favorite rappers, and Nipsey Hussle and Young Dolph, who, you know, tragically lost their life. Put Takeoff on there, and just Unfinished Legacies. I feel like they was building a legacy, and they didn't get a chance to finish it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of relating to a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, who don't get a chance to finish their story. So
Yeah.
I went with that, and then I said, I got this shirt, bro. I've been sitting on since 2023, and I said, it's Dreams Never Die. And he was just like, let me see it. So I showed it to him. He was just like, nah, this right here, like this one right here, hard. He like, bro, why he never bring this out?
Yeah.
And initially, y'all, like, I'm gonna tell y'all, this is like the exclusive. I made that shirt simply for the KD Zoom Galaxy 4s.
Okay.
Like, when I got word that shoe was coming out, because I got this shoe, like, I want to say, like, I was 12th grade, or it was my first year out of school.
Yeah.
That was like from that All-Star pack, that was my favorite shoe. KD, my favorite basketball player. I got the autograph KD jersey that my brothers had got me. Like, I was like, I need something to go with the KD. So I was just like, man, let me just go ahead and try to come up with a little shirt. I came up with the idea. I sketched it out a little bit. Another little exclusive. People don't know, like, the actual crystal ball that the little boy was holding was actually a globe at first. It was like he was holding, like, the earth in his hands.
Yeah.
And then I reached out to my homie. He's a better graphic designer than me. Like, he actually does it. And he was just like, soon I think it'll be better if we put a crystal ball in the little boy's hand instead of the actual globe. I said, all right, let's run it. And when he put that globe in there, I said, this crazy. I'm like, yeah, this go hard.
Yeah.
And so I didn't drop it, bro. I didn't drop it in 2024. Like, this shirt had Tank, that shirt had Tank, KD4. Like, when I had thought about dropping it, the release had passed. I said, I ain't gonna worry about it. But then I had got the sample done.
Yeah.
And I seen that they was dropping Galaxy phones. So I just said it, even though I had got the sample done. I came out on Twitter. I said, man, I got the hardest shirt that's gonna go with the Galaxy phones, like, ever.
Yeah.
And you had a couple folks like, man, nah, no, you don't. Let me see. And then when I showed it, people was just like, nah, that's crazy. So, like I said, I had put it into production. And like I said, once again, shout out to Chris. Chris said, we're going to make this more than just a piece of clothing that you get rid of the drop. I said, so what you mean? What you thinking? He said, we actually got to make this into a real moment. We got to let people feel this. Because, bro, like, you had a bad year last year.
Mhm.
and you still going, right? Like you had a dream and the dream ain't died, you still going, even though you had a bad year last year. He
Yeah.
said, let's attach this to something. So I said, okay. He was just like, let's do this. Make a post, tell people to share it, but when people share it, tell them to tell you what their dreams are.
Mhm.
I said, okay. I said, I'm rocking with it, you
Yeah.
know. And so he was just like, and everybody that tell you what their dreams are, we gonna come up with a business plan for them. I said, whoa. I said, okay, I can get behind this. And then I was just like, so what we doing? Like we raffling off like the business plan, like we selecting 1, 2 people. He was just like, nah, bruh. Like you in the community on Twitter. You in the sneaker community. Everybody get a free business plan. So I said, hey, that's tough. So right before the drop, everybody that had a dream, whether it was a podcast or you had a clothing brand or you wanted to do a sneaker nonprofit, you had a candle business, arts and craft business, you wanted to be a content creator, whatever it was. Me and Chris scheduled calls Friday right before the drop. We got on the phone with everybody. We gave them the whole breakdown of what we was trying to do, what the motive
That's
was.
dope.
Chris came up with the business plans. He's sending out the business plans, I believe, either today or tomorrow. And this is the person that runs my marketing. And I'm telling them, like, it worked for me. Like, you on the phone with me right now. Like, if what he does didn't work, you wouldn't be
Yeah.
on the phone with me right now. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm a living proof. I'm living testimony to this. And this is a guy I ain't never met before a day in my life. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And we ran with that whole thing. We attached it to something. And bro, like we just built the anticipation for the hype. Shout out to Kicks and Carbs. He was telling me that the shirt was gonna sell out. I was like, bro, I don't know. He was like, just post it every day. He said, post it every day up until the time for the drop, bro. Post it every day, keep it in people's face. And the more people saying it, bro, like it just kept that fire. It just kept going. And yesterday when I got ready to log on to open up the website, bro, I had like 30 people just sitting on my password page, just waiting for me to open the site. I
Yeah.
just, nah, y'all gotta be bullshitting. Like this can't be real. And I came up with the little Discord. Shout out to Chris again. He came up with the Discord idea. I sent out the early access password to the Discord, so the Discord members was able to get in like 5 minutes early. Opened the website, and man, my phone was jumping just non-stop yesterday.
Right there.
People,
Right there.
people, people DMing me, man. Hey, I know you got an extra large over there. Like, I know you got another 2XL in the cut, and I ain't gonna lie to y'all. When I made the posting, when I said that I sold myself short and I couldn't afford to gamble, it was just like I really couldn't. And I was thankful that I was able to adjust my MOQs. For people who don't know, that's like your minimum order quantity.
Yeah.
So usually, like my MOQ would have to be 100. Like so, to even get a shirt produced, I had to get 100 pieces. So I don't know. I don't know if it's Trump. I don't know what it is. But they said, hey, we changed the MOQs. It's 50. I said, what? Y'all slicing it in half? So I said, shoot, let me go ahead and get a couple of these joints. I
Yeah.
got them. I got them in, and once I shipped to the stores that I'm still in, like I'm in the store on Yakima, Washington. Shout out to New York City. I'm in the store in Atlanta. Shout out to Threads ATL, and I'm in the
Right
store in
there.
New York. Shout out to Eternal Souls. But after I did the inventory for them, and I looked around, I said, bro, I don't think I'm gonna have enough. Like I don't think it's gonna be enough to go around.
Yeah.
For sure, an hour and a half into it, it was over with. It
Done.
was. I said, wow. Yeah, man. Whole little experience. I'm grateful for it. For real, for real.
But does that kind of set up for the next drop? Like,
Gonna see a
hey,
restock.
last time we sold out. Like, I mean, that can be that can be the Toon story, right?
Yeah, like I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like a restock gotta come. It gotta come behind it. Cause like even one of my stores was just like, hey bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I know you usually don't do restocks, but we gonna eat it. So I'm
Yeah.
just okay. I'm like, all right, bet, say less. So
Yeah.
I done
I like that,
already
man.
pretty much got the wheels turning, getting it started. You know what I'm saying for the for the re-up it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go ahead and restock it. Like I said, I had a lot of demand for it, which was crazy to me. I'm
Hmm.
talking about people who didn't even know me, which is like, I seen that shirt last week. I was trying to figure out where I seen it at. Yeah, I need it. Hey, you need to restock this joint. So I'm just like, all right, bet. So it's coming. But I ain't gonna lie to the people. It ain't coming no time soon though. Don't expect no drop next month. So like I
Yeah.
said, I like to give things 2 to 3 months to breathe. So best believe when the next collection get ready to release that I'm cooking up on, you'll be able to copy.
But
Yeah,
that's gonna put us in the middle of the summer, right? Like I think that's the perfect time to drop something.
Perfect
yeah,
time for a
yeah,
short sleeve.
yeah. So it's gonna be right on par. It's gonna be right
Yeah,
on. So
absolutely.
So with a successful drop like you're talking, it's one of I think like it's the drop. What's next? If you can share what's your
Yeah.
mindset? What's next?
so it was crazy because I was actually talking to Chris this morning, and
Mm-hmm.
he asked me the same thing. He was just like, "Man, what's next?" I said, "Dang, bro." I said, "I really don't know, cause like my process is like I be coming up with just designs, and I just got them
Mm-hmm.
in a folder,
Hmm.
Yeah.
and I try to stay on par with what I got going on and kind of like my message. And so like my message for this season, for season 5, was called Faith.
Hmm.
Like my season from last year was called Revenge. And I said, I think I put out the wrong energy when I said revenge. And like, who you getting revenge from? Like, bro,
Yeah.
everything you did was self-inflicted. Like, you did this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't blame nobody else for your shortcomings. So I said, you know what? I'm a big believer, man. You know, I said, like I said, faith and energy, bro. So I said, you know what? Dang, that's what I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it faith.
Hmm.
So I'm trying to stay on par with that. I got a piece that I did previewing my visuals, and the piece is called Chestnut Checkers.
Hmm.
And I got a whole layout and a whole visual that I want to do, and I feel like that'll be the next piece that could tie in with Dreams Never Die, because
Yeah.
if you got the dream, what moves you finna get
Gonna be
ready
taking
to
that.
make
I
to
like
make
that.
those dreams come true? You know what I'm saying? And so within that, like I said, I give y'all the exclusive, bro. Like I'm dropping that. I got another T that I didn't get a chance to shoot,
Okay.
and me talking to everybody that was on the phone with those business plans, I came up
Hmm.
with a T called the GCC Make Creative Great Again T. So
Yeah.
I got this shirt that I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna drop it too, and I think all of that will be able to tie in with the
Mm-hmm.
Dreams Never Die.
Hmm.
So my thing is, when you come to the site, you'll just have multiple things to choose from that you want, but all of it ties in together.
So yeah, like it
You know,
all tells the same story.
right,
I
right,
like
right,
that. I
right.
like that. I think one of the things that with Flex and I having talked to a lot of different people in the industry is that people really get behind a good story. So yeah, I think that's awesome. I want to know, is there a particular Memphis or anyone that you want to see uh, in your pieces, or is somebody you've already seen in your pieces, like a John Morant, or just anybody who you want to see rocking what you wear or rocking what you made?
I ain't gonna lie, Ja would be tough. Ja would be so tough. I ain't gonna lie,
Yeah.
that hit a marker for me, for real, for real. Ja be tough.
Is
Uh,
he? Would you say that he's like he's holding Memphis down? Would you say that he's the guy holding Memphis down right now, or
yeah, most definitely, bro. Like
okay?
through everything, through thick and thin, and
Hmm.
shout out to Nye. I know a lot of people don't know who Nye is. Nye is actually Ja Morant's personal photographer,
Okay.
and he's real active on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
I was
Yeah.
able to chop it up with him.
Oh, okay.
And I believe that he trying to get some cooking up here in Memphis as far as like with job because they want to be more tapped in to the community and to the streets of Memphis. So they actually, I can tell they chopping it up with him. They actually care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they actually want to be in the city. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So like I said, Ja would be dope, but I ain't gonna lie. Outside of that, bro, it's kind of rough. Like I know I always had a dream of Nipsey and Dolph wearing my clothing. You
Hmm.
know, those my
Yeah.
two favorite rappers, especially Dolph being from South Memphis. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? He was an inspiration to all of us. You ain't never seen no Maybach ride through South Memphis before Young Dolph. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You ain't seen no Rolls Royce driving through South Memphis before Dolph.
Yeah.
So that's just a major inspiration. But unfortunately, I won't be able to make that happen.
Hmm.
The closest thing I got to it, Key Glock has worn Grimey before, so shout out to Glock for that.
Okay.
Uh, but I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I really want some of the people that I look up to, like John Geiger, Joe Frisco, Jay Tips. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Them type of guys. Like if I could get a stamp from them, like
Yeah.
that'll be tough. Like
Yeah.
Young Corey, you know what I'm saying? Like those guys right there that's really in the scene, bro.
Yeah.
If I could get that stamp from them, I'd be like, I know I'm doing something right. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I know I'm on course. Like I know I got some. You know what I'm saying? And that'll be. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. For me, people might say it sound crazy, but to me, that'd be bigger than Ja. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
no slight of disrespect, but Ja is a hooper. You know what I'm saying? He's
Hmm.
a basketball player. But when you talk about somebody who got a real creative mind, you know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like
Yeah.
him,
Yeah.
and able to tell stories and put things together and actually able to connect and touch with the people, like, man, that's different. You know what I'm saying? That's real different. So
Yeah.
hopefully one of these days I can get that to happen. What form it'll come in, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I leave it up to God, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully we get there. Hopefully we get there. We'll see what's with. Like I said, we're gonna try to make something shake out a tree and fall out. So we
Yeah. I mean, there's no reason why it can't. You know,
right,
there's
Absolutely.
no reason why it can't happen.
right.
Nah, I mean, we right there with you, man. We definitely we support you, man. We over there. We support it, man. We cheering you on all the way through.
For sure.
Um, I'm happy to see things like this. Even like even when I see other podcasts being successful, I'm happy to see that. When I see my first kicks get a video 62,000 views, I'm happy to see that because it's a me too. To
Right.
me, it's like me too. Like, oh, I can do that too. Like, I
Mhm.
interact with these people. I'm around these people. I'm in those circles. I'm in those rooms. So when I see success, it's just like it's a motivation. It's not like a hate thing or like, oh man, why I ain't got there? Why I'm not doing it? Why we not popping? Why we not doing this? It's like, all
Yeah.
right, me too. Me too. Like
Exactly.
that's what I think. So when I see these people being successful, when I see your drop doing well, I'm shouting it out like, hey man, look at this, check this out. Like bro just had a successful drop. Let's amplify that, and that's originally what this platform was for. I wanted to get people on here to give them more exposure. I mean, we did have this thing that was going on. It was called like a creator spotlight, where it wasn't like
Hmm.
a small creator, but it was someone that was creative in some type of way that we put on the pod and show everybody what they can do. Like LJ Ruffin, I believe LJ Ruffin had maybe I think when he hopped on, I think like
It
two three
was.
thousand
Yeah.
followers. Now I think bro like 20,000 followers.
Yeah. He's up
Um,
there.
That's
so
tough.
yeah, so I mean that's why I'm like I feel like from this point on it's gonna be nothing but greatness for you. Like I feel like this is the start of something great. So like that's why I'm like, you know what, let's get him on. Let's amplify what he's doing right now before bro too far gone and them DMs get too packed. Then
Yeah. Yeah. You
Yeah,
don't see our DMs anymore.
yeah,
yeah.
I appreciate that, bro, because I think a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people get caught up in the numbers, and I
Mm-hmm,
realize like you can't get caught up in it. You got to get caught up in the impact that people
Hmm.
have. You know what I'm saying? And it's because like, hey, people buying fake followers every day, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
come on, folks will sit up here and be like, yeah, I paid the $10 for you to give me 20,000 followers on my profile. Like, come on, bro. That don't matter. Like, the numbers don't matter. The impact is what matters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I appreciate guys like y'all with these independent podcasts, bro. And it's really got boots on the ground and it's really messing with the community because y'all are an outlet for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all are helping us out. Y'all doing us a favor. You know what I'm saying? So, whenever the opportunity presents itself, I'm just like I gotta keep 100. Somebody probably think I'd be lying. Like, if it came down to me saying, just hypothetically speaking, oh, the Breakfast Club want to bring you in to do an interview or a podcast, and then you got somebody that's in your community that's really out here hustling, really putting the spotlight on the ones that's in the field with you. I'm going with them first. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
Yeah.
like, nah, because I can help amplify them. You know what I'm saying? They can help
Yeah.
amplify me. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody, this is my thing, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. And that was kind of like my thing with the whole business plan thing. A lot of people sit up here and they preach and they talk community and it sound good, but when it's time to put those words into action, people fold. You know what I'm saying? I know when I started out, didn't nobody want to help me. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I was just trying to find out how to get started, like, people wouldn't even tell me how to get my LLC, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Yeah.
I said, dang, that's different. And I vowed, I'm just like, man, I don't never want to be a person like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And so my homie was asking me, he was just like, you ain't worried about introducing people to Chris, the person that run your business for you? Like,
Yeah.
you don't think da 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 da? I said, hey, bro, I can't stop that. I can't control that, bro. I said, I want him to be great. That thought don't even cross my mind because I don't care if it is another clothing brand. Bro, you can't do what I do. Like, you're not in my head. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
don't know what I think about. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm going to still keep cooking regardless. I want to see people win. If Chris can help
Yeah.
you and get your brand to the next level, I want that to happen. I want Chris to be able to build up that resume of, oh, I helped this person, that person, that person, and that person.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's a full circle. Just like the same way with my brothers that take my pictures. Shout out to Corey and Vic. Like, when people like, man, your visuals hard. Like, who do your visuals? I tag every time.
Yeah.
I send it
Yeah.
out every time. Like, these my peoples. I want my people to eat. I'm not gonna shelter my people. Like, nah, I want you to get that exposure. You feel me? Like, I'm not
Yeah.
a selfish person. So I'm grateful that those people that did shut me out, that did close me out, I'm glad that they did because now I can show people like, hey, you ain't gotta do that. Like,
Yeah.
it's enough out here. Like Flex said, it's enough out here for all of us to win, bro. Like,
Yeah.
all of us can eat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think about that. I keep
Yeah.
everything positive. You know what I'm saying? I always acknowledge positivity and never will acknowledge hate. Like, I ain't studying. I ain't on.
Absolutely.
Oh
Man.
yeah.
I feel
Man.
that, man.
I love
And
it.
yeah, man. As you grow and your business continues to grow and do better, keep those same thoughts, man. Because I heard it gets a little crowded up there. It gets a little crowded up there at the top, man. It gets a little crowded up there. You know, people start pushing
Hey
people
man.
off. You know.
It's tough, but you know what? Flex, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I know that I know it's possible, bro. And how I know it's possible is just the fact that, like, look at Jay Tips.
Yeah.
Like, Jay
Yeah.
Tips
Look at
was
J
on
Tips.
Twitter, bro. He chopping it up with the people. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's what I look up to, and I love that, bro, because he's sending people free show like, hey, what the creatives at? Let me
Yep.
bless, because you got to think about it. Most of these brands, they send it out to celebrities. I don't care what Jordan Brand sending DJ Khaled. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, bro, what?
The
Come
meeting
on
that
now.
never
Look,
happened.
but we've been saying that. But here's the thing, though. But we've been saying that. I didn't mean to cut you off. But we've been saying that exact same thing for years, bro. Like, and I think the community, and I don't think that's a unique take. I think that it's a take that the community has had. But you're right. Like, I don't care what Jordan Brand is sending DJ Khaled or whoever, Mark Wahlberg. You know, Yeah.
Like,
Because I'm sorry to cut you off.
nah, you good, bro. But it's the truth though. Like we the ones who are going out here camping,
Yeah.
talking about the stories, looking at the visuals. We the
Mm-hmm.
ones out here creating the content. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? Like it went from, I know back in the day, bro, like I used to be sneaker YouTube fiend. I'm talking about Maplewood Boot Camp. I'm talking about DJ Dales. I'm talking about, man, it was so many people. And shout out to the ones who still going, like Self Fowler and Mr. Fomer Simpson, like all them, like bro, I'm tapped in watching all them dudes,
Yeah.
like
I was a
like
Bullet
it's,
RC guy. I was a
God,
big
come
Bullet
on, bro, like
RC guy.
it's evening cartoons. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I'm watching and I'm scoping, and I'm just like, man, it's just so dope to see.
Yeah.
And now that some people actually reaching out to those in the community that's been putting out content since the early 2010s,
Mm-hmm.
and they getting that rub. I'm like, I'm loving it. You know what I'm saying? I'm loving it. And the fact that Jay Tips and John Geiger and Joe Freshgoods, like they out here really mixing and mingling in with the community, and they doing podcasts with people and stuff like that. Like, no smite. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing against complex. You know what I'm saying? It
Mm-hmm.
is what it is. Your take is your take. Your opinion is your opinion. But hey, when they out here in the community, when they out here really messing with people and engaging with people, like, hey man, come on, dog. We gotta keep things square business for real, for real. 10 toes, chest out, chin up. Come on.
Yeah, nah.
I think that's a good thing to think about right there, because I don't think Complex is in the community like that. It's
Come on.
they try
It's,
to tell us about the community without being a part of it. That's
Mm.
just my take.
Hey, look, man, we got a guest pending, and you
Do we really?
we
Oh, you gotta take
yeah,
that part out there.
Brendan Dunn ain't hopping on
hey,
the
take it
ain't
out.
hopping on it.
Take
Nah,
it out.
man,
Hey, I ain't want
ain't
to
ain't nah.
start.
You ain't starting nothing. You know, if
I've said the same
I
thing before. I've said
I
it all
feel
before.
yeah,
That's not a new.
I feel like if you can't respect someone's opinion, then I wouldn't want you on the podcast. To be honest with you,
Mm-hmm.
if you can't go back and listen to what we said and because most of what we said is not ill mannered. Like it's not like bro ain't this, bro ain't that. It's just like
Yeah.
I don't agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I feel like one of my best relationships within sneakers is with Kari, and that was
Mm-hmm.
based off a disagreement. Um, and I
It's
reached out
true.
to
I
him.
forgot about that. My bad. Yeah, I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
So I reached out to him, like, hey, because there's a whole thing that happened. But I reached out to him. I reached out to him, and I'm like, like I want to speak to you myself. I don't want no middleman. I don't want no Twitter. I don't want no Instagram. Like, let's me and you talk it out.
Yeah.
And that's what we did. And crazy enough, like I think he posted a shoe last week, and I was like I sent him the fire emoji. He like, I'm trying to get like you, and I'm like, bro, don't forget you put us on episode 5, Soul Brothers. You put
Yeah.
we've been on
Yeah.
fire since that episode,
Yeah.
bro. Like I'm like, bro, don't forget, like you put us on, and I ain't gonna let you forget that.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna play like like, oh nah, we was gonna get these guests and we go like, bro, put us in front of people that probably would have never seen this podcast, that would have never gave this podcast a chance. But he
Mm-hmm.
co-signed, and they like, wait, if Kari fooling with it, they might got something going on. Let me check into it, So
Yeah.
shout out to Kari, man.
We weren't even really supposed to have guests like that.
Yeah.
We were gonna do one every what would we say? One every 5 episodes?
10 episodes.
One every 10.
And we like episode it just be episode 71, and I think we've
Yeah.
had a guest at least every 2 episodes since then. So
Yeah.
It's dope. It's love. Shout out to him, bro. Shout out to him. I ain't gonna lie, I be talking to him, bro. He's so humble, bro. But
Mhm.
I be telling him every single time, I'm just like, bro, you different. Like every single time, so happy. I'm like, man, you so. Now excuse my language. I was like, man, you so fucking different. Like, man, don't let nobody think, man, you fucking different. And
Yeah.
he just be laughing when I be saying it,
Yeah.
but it's true. And
Yeah, nah, for real.
I really rock with him, bro, because like I said, he was one of them guys. I was watching his YouTube, and when I first started Grimey, I was just like, man, I want to send him some. I don't know if he gonna really see it. And I
Mm-hmm.
was like, I can't send him no moose shoe. I can't send him no BS. So I'm
No.
just like, one of my pieces I think he would have rocked with. I sent it to him. You know what I'm saying? He tapped in. He been rocking with me ever since. And
Yeah.
just like you, I ain't gonna lie. He posted one of my crew necks one day. Like no lie, I dropped that crew neck. It sold a little bit, but it wasn't selling like crazy. He
Yeah.
got on Twitter and he posted like these were my latest pickups, and everybody just like, where you get that crew neck from? And then next thing you know, like he tagged me and bro, orders just started flocking. I was just like,
Yeah.
man, that's why the boy, hey, the boy got influence. He good at what he do.
For
He is
sure.
hard,
Yeah.
man, for real.
Yep. For
He
sure.
got a beautiful spirit on him, for real. For real. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
hold
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
I like it.
Go ahead, man. What were you about to say?
Now let's get into the showcase shoe.
Let's get into the showcase.
I'm
Flex, you going first on this one?
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what you got, man, because I'm interested to see what you bring in today.
Wow.
Oh, maybe not.
How you know what? Nope, I'm switching it. There's no way I'm not gonna show this pair on this episode.
Man, see, look, he
No.
breaking the rules. Toon, he's breaking the rules. We don't switch. He's done it. I think 2 out of the last 3 weeks he has switched, but it's okay.
But we have this competition, ongoing competition. Whenever we have somebody on, we try to tie in our showcase shoe or what we wore today into the episode and the guests that we have. So today I have the Penny Five.
Oh
Memphis
my
Memphis
gosh!
Talk about it.
So the Penny Five I discovered more than 10 years ago. And my first pair was the the Phoenix Suns pair.
Right.
Phoenix Suns pair, yep.
Yeah, then I think the Invincibility cloaks were the next pair, and then I got the Memphis Tigers. Blue.
Such a great pair.
Yeah, at that time, the blue and black was the color for me. And one, I love the storytelling on this because I liked it had like Heaven Sent here. And you know, penny, it's not like SENT, it's sent like, you know, dollar coins and stuff like that. Balling is what I was born to do on the inside, and I believe on the other one is the storm is over. So yeah, that's what I loved about the Penny Five. Everybody was really more on Jordan retros at that time, and
those are more expensive, I think, than the Jordans, right? Those are
185. Jordans were 160, 170 at the time. I really wasn't tapped in with the stores and stuff, so like I had to really put in some legwork to get my Jordans. So most of the time, if I missed out on a pair of Jordans, I found me a pair of Nikes or something. And Penny Fives was one of those pairs. So they had just the resurgence of the Penny Fives was coming around. I was like, I like this. And next thing I know, I was buying a Penny Five every other week. But yeah.
You know ball, Flex. You know ball. You know what I'm saying? You know ball. For real. You know
there we go.
How tapped into the community is Penny Hardaway? Because is he still the head coach of Memphis?
Yes, bro. Come on, man. That's the crown jewel. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Hey, people around here, hey, they go ride for Penny. Man, come on, dog. Like, man, it's Penny, and I know I be getting a lot of flack when I be saying it. And I probably still get flagged in for whoever see it. But they be talking about DMV and phone pods. I was just like, y'all just leave Memphis out of the conversation. I'm just like, nah, we ain't got whatever. But like I said, I know when they first hit, the DMV was going crazy. But that second surge, though, where phones really started hitting, like the candy apple red colorway and the colors coming back out and everything, hey, Memphis people was eating them joints up, bro. Like, we was eating them joints up. Penny Fives. Colorway, Miami Dolphins colorway, like bro, penny five got ate up, bro. Drop a pair of penny ones, they get ate up, bro. They get ate up for sure. So yeah, man, like they ain't, we ain't playing about a penny around here.
So who is more Memphis, Derrick Rose or Penny Hardaway?
Oh, hey, I still gotta go Penny.
You gotta go Penny.
I gotta go Penny, but he Rose. When I say, I ain't gonna lie to you, I keep it 100. Grizzly fan. I dropped a tear when I found out Derrick Rose was coming back to Memphis.
Yes.
Like, him being a Memphis Tiger, like, if you was around to understand that Memphis Tiger basketball, that 2018, Come on, bro. Chris Douglas, Robert, Joe Dorsey, man, Derrick Rose, bro. If you was around for that, oh man, that was a moment. And I tell y'all,
Yeah.
like, first, I'm a Tar Heel fan, and like I got
Hmm.
that from my brother because my big brother is a Tar Heel fan. But I always Memphis Tigers, like I always got love for the Memphis Tigers. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's really the squad, bro. So
It's the
yeah,
hometown.
man, come on, like I ain't gonna stunt. It's a saying for a lot of people. It's like people would tell you like Memphis basketball, like Memphis Tiger basketball, like that's their wife, and the
Yeah.
Memphis Grizzlies like it's their girlfriend
Yeah.
because the Memphis Tigers been here. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a basketball city. It's a basketball town, and
Yeah.
they people love the Grizzlies, but you gotta think, bro. Y'all came here in 2000. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like
Right.
Memphis State been around since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's why a lot of people question, like, dang, why is it that when we see Memphis Gorilla game, people be coming in Lakers jerseys and all this stuff like that? I'm like, for
Right.
one, you got the kids, they riding the wave, but
Yeah.
then the folks that's older, that's kind of like my age and a little older, they already had teams before the Grizzlies got here.
Hmm.
So it's like, oh, I've been a Laker fan because Memphis ain't had no team. I've been a Knicks fan because Memphis ain't had no team.
Yep.
And I've been whatever, a Knicks fan, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of steamrolled
Just
with it.
give it another generation or two.
Right.
They'll
Right.
have. I think Memphis will have a fan base, especially with the squad y'all got now with Ja and Jaren Jackson Jr. is the Indianapolis kid. That's where I'm from. He's
Right.
an Indianapolis kid, so I like seeing what he's got going on. And Zach Edey went to Purdue, Indiana guy. So
Right.
it should be. I like the things Memphis is doing. I like Ja, even though he allegedly was pointing guns at my Pacers, but
Hey man, we don't know about that.
No, hey, look, I said
Okay.
allegedly. Allegedly. That's what the story said. That's what the story said.
Right.
All right, we'll go with mine. I've got a sneaker that I'm trying to figure out why Nike hasn't retroed these. The Nike, they're calling them the NMs, but the Nomo Hideki, I can't pronounce his last name, but the Nomos, baseball player from the 90s. This is a you just when I think about my elementary school and middle school days, this shoe always comes to my mind. So Nike NMs in the original colorway. So Flex, you seen these before? No.
I've seen him before, but I mean,
These are classics, bro.
Hey, look, hey, he no ball though. He no ball, but you know what? Crazy enough, I'm gonna tell you, I'm a my flex more. I'm a pride in the clip because I got my YouTube page kind of like private now. I'm a
Yeah.
fan. I used to do sneaker reviews like 2009, 2010,
Yeah.
like, and I never forget. Y'all know we got the Nike employee store here.
Mhm.
So I went to the Nike employee store one day, and they had the Nomos and they had the Air Max Griffey ones, and they was
Yeah.
in the South Beach colorway. It was
Yes.
kind of like black with the South Beach blue and the pink and stuff like
Mhm.
that. And it was around the time the South Beach LeBron 8 tag came out. So when I seen them, like I tell y'all, before I was Toon Grimey, I was actually Toon Griffey Jr. because
Yeah.
I used to cop a whole lot of Air Max Griffies, bro.
Griffey's.
Like that was my shoe.
Mhm.
So when I came with the brand, my homeboy Smurf, shout out to him, he said, "Hey, bro, I think you need to change your name to Toon Grimy." I said, "I don't know, bro. I don't really like that." And he was just like, that's when the Back in Blood song had came out. He was like, nah, when Dirk had said, Pooh Shiesty, that's my dog. But Pooh, I'm really shiesty.
Yeah.
Toon Grimy, that's my dog. But Toon, I'm really grimy. I said,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, I like that. I like
Yeah.
that. But yeah, man, hey, yeah, he no bottom, no more though. Oh man, you took me back.
Man,
You took me
I
back.
think that's the only baseball shoe that can compete with the Griffies.
Right.
They like twins, bro.
Yeah.
They're not they're not like twins. I know a Griffey when I see it. I know a Nomo when I see it.
Yeah, but they similar. That's why I say like twins.
That's like what when people say the
identical
Jordan
twins.
6s and the 7s are, they can't tell them apart. That's what you sound like right now.
That's crazy. What's the sevens? What's the
The soul, Dow soul.
No.
That's
The shoe that's the sevens. It looks like everybody. True flights.
oh yeah, the True Flights.
Flights
Yeah,
and the
the
Retro
True
7.
Flights.
Yeah.
Diet 7s.
Yeah.
What you got, Toon? What you got?
What you got?
Hey man, so I be wrestling. I ain't gonna lie, cause for those who don't know, like the Air Jordan 8 is my favorite Jordan model.
Such a great shoe.
I love the Jordan 8. From the Chanel tongue to the cross
Uh-huh.
I love the Ace, bro. Like that was the shoe that really got me started. Specifically, the Air Jordan Aqua 8, my favorite colorway in the 8s. Love them. I keep them in rotation. I got the Dornbecker 8s. Nike, Jordan. If y'all see this, please bring back my P-Pod 8s, man. I want my P-Pod 8s, bro. So bad. But y'all see it kind of hit with the sentimental, so me being a dad, my first Father's Day, I don't want nobody to think this is strictly off the hype, but my first Father's Day gift when my daughter Riley was born, my wife blessed me with these right here.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
We got a double.
SB box. We got an SB box.
Is it? Oh, Travis.
Oh,
I gotta, bro. I gotta go with these, bro. Like, if I had to sell every shoe in my collection, this is the one shoe that cannot go. I don't know if y'all will be able to clip it or whatever. I'll send y'all the picture.
yeah.
My baby was a real baby, and she sent me the picture of my baby holding my shoe.
Yeah.
Father, and like, dude, I was geeked out. I wanted this shoe so bad, and my girl, she does not get the sneaker thing at all. Period. And
But
so
she
when I was
dropped it.
telling her I wanted these shoes, she was just like, "Boy, you crazy? I ain't finna spend no $1,000 for no shoes. Like, you must be out your mind." And she kept saying it, and
Man. And she got you the Travis Scott's. Man.
This was tough.
That's love.
I can't part ways with this. If I had to sell everything in my collection, I let it go except for this one. I can't get this one though. I can't. It's
Respect.
first
I like
Father's
that.
Day gift, my first child, my baby girl. Like,
Yep.
I can't do it. So
Yeah.
I love this. I hold this one hard. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I don't care if the soul fall off this pair. Like, I'll buy another pair, but I gotta
keep
this.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, that pair. Yeah.
That.
Yeah. I tell you what, sneakers. So sentimental sneakers from a non-sneakerhead wife. It hits different. Flex, is your fiance in the sneakers?
Nah.
No, my wife isn't in the sneakers, but when they bless us with sneakers, especially one for your first child, man, like that's incredible.
That's a
like
That was
the first Father's Day. Oh yeah.
Yeah, first Father's Day, and it was a really a shock because I ain't gonna lie, it goes back and forth because like before that shoe, she actually got me the penny pack where it was the penny foams that had the marker stripes on them, not the Tigers, but the Sharpie Giants. Sharpie Giants, and then they came with the penny six.
Yeah.
She got me those, bro. I was blown away.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to think, was that called the back to school pack? Am I tripping? Is that
we had the shooting star pack, and then was it the shooting star pack? Was that the one, or was that?
No, that had stars on them.
Yeah, because the shooting star was the all white one, and across
it had stars. Yeah, it had stars.
I think it had the Hawk Flight, the Nike Air Hawk Flight with it. I think that came with.
I thought it was another. It was the little penny, I believe.
It might have. I don't know.
I know which one you're talking about because they had he had to put the Sharpie on the.
It came with it came with the penny six. It came with the penny six.
It was the penny six. It came with the penny six.
They're not really giving me Sharpie. going what I was. All I'm saying is Sharpie Pack. That's what it's called. It's called Sharpie
the
Pack.
Sharpie Pack. Okay.
Hey, yeah. Yeah.
Because
That
he had it. He drew the Sharpie on the phone positive or something like
Because it
that.
didn't have enough black in it or something like that.
It didn't have no black in it. So
Yeah.
yeah. So people, and it's crazy because people get those mixed up, and like I don't blame them because I can see how they get it mixed up because they would think that was the Memphis Tiger phone, but it's not. That's
Right.
actually the Sharpie phone. But then the Memphis Tiger phone actually got like the black claw marks kind of like going throughout. You know what I'm saying? So people kind of get too confused, but you know what I'm saying? I just charge it to the game, not to their heart.
Best phone posit colorway. We'll finish with best phone posit colorway, Toon.
You put me on the spot. I ain't gonna. That'll be hype.
I want to know what that answer is. Go ahead and give us your answer, but I want to hear what that first one that you just dismissed was.
This myth I had the Galaxy phones. I got it this.
Okay. That's fair.
And I get tied up because I want to go copper penny phones, but then I want to go with the Phone Posit Pro, the one the kind of like the UNC blue joint with the white jewel swoosh. Like them like my top two, but I think I would actually go copper penny phones. Like I would have to go copper.
Copper's definitely.
Flex, what are yours, man?
I'm going cough drop, pearls, and pearlized pink.
Ooh,
cough drops. Yeah, I forgot about I got the cough drops, but I still forgot about them. For me, I'm going. Mine's boring.
Jim Green.
I like the Galaxy. Is that which way?
Jim Green.
No, Jim Green. Here's the funny thing: people slept on the Jim Greens when they dropped.
Right.
The first time.
They only dropped once.
Yeah, but okay. What was the other green pair that the Jim Green was mimicking? It was another green pair. I can't think of what it was.
There was a Electro Lime. No, that was yellow though.
Yeah.
But my two favorites are the Royal and then the Pearls. Like boring.
Pearls. Yeah, I said the Pearl. Yeah.
Pearls had the streets in the chokehold when they dropped them.
Yeah.
It really had like that. Man, it had streets in the chokehold, bro. Real.
They need to come back out, but like I feel like they keep messing with us, man. They keep messing up. Like they keep giving us almost the Pearls.
Well, they're dropping this year though. The Pearls are dropping.
Yeah, I'm gonna have them. I'm gonna have them. I keep looking for them on eBay.
No, I'm talking about like a new release.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I keep looking for them on eBay, and it's like, bro, 700. Like, I like them. I don't like them that much though.
Which one dropped first? The Jim Greens or the Pine Greens?
Jim Greens.
Because I'm thinking of Pine Greens.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, Pine Greens is what I was thinking of.
Oh, wait, no, flip that. I think Pine Greens dropped first, and then the Jim Greens dropped after that.
I think Jim Greens... Well, Jim Greens were like late 2010s, right?
2012, 2013?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the end of 2012, beginning of 2013, somewhere around up in there.
Because it was like... I'm pretty sure it was after the Crimson, because we got like the Crimsons, which was that silver, the silver with like the orange, the crimson on the sole.
Was it like orange or like an infrared type?
Yeah, on the sole. Yeah. And then the Jim Greens dropped like pretty shortly after that. And I feel like at that point, like, there's not a whole lot of people like today, like not a whole lot of people were in the sneakers. So like, I feel like pockets were still hurting from the Crimson drop. So I don't know. I think you could still find the Jim Greens in store.
Jim Greens did numbers here
after they dropped. They did
because of that shimmer.
I was in Virginia at the time,
and I'm surprised they didn't go crazy in Virginia.
Yeah, they didn't go crazy. Pearlized Pinks did though.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And then last question. Loose lace on the foams, or y'all lacing them all the way up?
Oh, I'm loose lacing the phones. I ain't lacing the phones.
I'm loose lacing.
I ain't lacing the phones though.
I don't lie. I think I'm time out all the way up.
You time all the way up?
I see. Time out all the way up, bro.
I think I spent I spent too many formative years. I spent my earliest adult years in Virginia. So I was wearing them how Wale was wearing them.
Right. That's how I was seeing them worn down here too.
Yeah. Well, you just right down the road, right? North Carolina just right down the road.
Yeah.
Virginia, so
yeah, phone posits went crazy here. They definitely had a run, and they're so loose lace people do. If for some reason there was this rumor that phone posits ran small, so people were getting their sizes 2 times bigger. So people would loose lace the foams, and then they're 2 times bigger. So like they were just flopping around, bro. And I'm like,
yeah.
And then I finally got my first pair of phones. I'm like, bro, y'all lied. Oh, y'all lied.
Right.
Y'all lied. It's not 2 sizes bigger, bro. And the next pair I got, because the first pair I got was like somebody had a pair, and I tried them on. It was like a size 11, and I put them on. I'm like, bro, ain't no way.
But you're a 9.5, right?
Yeah, and I'm over here trying to put my foot in an 11.5 phone pocket. So,
no, sir.
Yeah. So
no, sir.
I'm like,
I'm not putting my foot in an 11.5 phone pocket.
I'm like, bro,
I wear an 11.
Dude was like, you know how he was kind of like, he was scratching head like, he was like 11.5. I was like, he was like, yeah. I was like, yeah. People said phone pocket run big. He was like, all right, I'm gonna go back here and get it. Yeah, I'm gonna go back here and get it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Sound like cactus plant, flea market, air flea tools all over again.
Oh yeah, that whole
I still need a pair of those.
That was the boat ones, right?
Yeah, those both ones. Yep.
Yeah. Nah, but Toon, we appreciate you hopping on, man, taking time out your day, and talk about your drop and much more. Any closing remarks?
Yeah, man. Just take care of yourself, man. Take care of each other. You know what I'm saying? We a community out here. You know what I'm saying? So take care of yourself. Take care of each other. And stay true, man. I said, stay true. Stand on your square. Stay about your business.
Mm-hmm.
You got a dream. Hey, let me be an example to tell you that. Hey.
Come on, you got to do it.
I didn't been through some mud. I didn't been through some high waters. Hey, it really is. It's light on the other side, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You got to throw it in there, man. You missed the marketing point, man. Dreams never die. Come on, man. You can't talk about dreams and be like, hey, I'm an example. Right, dreams never die.
Dreams never die.
Never
die. I need the matter of fact, just in case. I think this one I gotta send to the store, but. I show it real quick since I got this right here on hand. So
there it is.
Right here.
There it is, man.
But then you got the Galaxy.
The crystal ball definitely the touch.
That's much better.
Crystal ball. Then on the back, you got that Grimey Collector Company, man, with the dreams never die. Yeah, man. Hey. Gotta love it, bro.
If I was you, I would drop like 10 of the ones with the original, the sample team.
Friends and family.
Yeah, with the earth. Yeah, you gotta do that. You gotta drop that.
Yeah, I think, and you know what? I think I want to do that because I like when I re-drop things. It's kind of like I want it to be like just a little different, you know what I'm saying?
A little different, like, just like Jordan drops.
With the shoes, like this one exactly the OG, but it's close to it. But you know what I'm saying? It's I call it like the reloaded version.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Just a little minor tweak, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, but it could be in the works. It could be in the works. It could be a play. It could be.
I think the good thing is that you've got options, right? You've got a lot of things to consider. It's not like your back's against the wall. So that's I think that's the most important thing is that you have options and you can kind of do whatever you want. So for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, as I always say, guys, love, peace, and sneakers.
Peace.
So brothers, so brothers, retro 7, retro 3s, metallic 7, retro 11, sitting on freeze. They got so